We are all interested in the future, for that is where you and I are going to spend the rest of our lives. And remember, my friend, future events such as these will affect you in the future.
Let them fight.
Ahoy hoy! I'll head right into it. In Kaiju News, I'm coming to you live from the Mojave Desert to report on what appears to be a brewing battle. It seems two protectors are about to clash with two destroyers. On the side of the protectors, Big Tanuki is squaring off against two bad birds. The three-headed, six-winged North American bald eagle bird of prey, and his South American comprador Mito, a Brazilian macaw. No blows have yet been landed as the two Orents circle the land-based Tanuki, intimidating but not yet attacking it. We have word that the chimeric Antarctic protector is on their way north to help Tanuki after a tour of Latin America. So I'm here with the No Fate Project's experimental tech to project a kind of Antarctic air conditioning bubble protecting the protector, designed at Dyer Station and constructed at UC Berkeley. Since weapons don't work against the destroyers, we figure strengthening the protectors is the best strategy. This is a Team Tanuki podcast, though we've also got time for his ally, the intersex koala fish mutant bird. There's also about 100 civilians here on Team Protector, mostly extermination revolt types with Tanuki and Protector placards, in addition to their usual iconography. On the other hand, Team Destroyer have mobilized about 50 civilians, conservatives, who've adopted the bird of prey as their new god emperor. Both sides are fairly white and boomer, but the other side don't wear masks and have rambling, offensive placards. A single line of vertical corpse private cops separate us. Otherwise, I might find a few martial uses for this cane. I am picturing an upward swing between the legs for this one old timer with a few slurs on his placard. Reckon I'd give him a heart attack.
Could you use that tactic on a cop to get through the line? No armor below the belt.
Don't tempt me. We may outnumber the other side, but they outgun us. These extermination revolt types wouldn't back me anyway. They're big on nonviolence. Anyway, here's hoping the bird of prey doesn't have a home team advantage. We're near his origin site, a nuclear waste depository. Oh, damn. Bird of prey fires one. There goes two. There's no running for Tanuki. Will he make it? And Tanuki has been knocked down. Looks like our man is on the ropes, and those fascist fucks across the line are baying like dogs. But not a moment too soon, the Antarctic Protector has entered the fray with an assault on bird of prey. I'm going to field test this air conditioning device. Hold on to your butts. It appears to be working, creating a faint blue bubble around the Antarctic Protector. Side bonus, the Desert Eagle isn't a fan of the cold. Leaping back, but the Protector isn't letting him go that easy. This is quite the sky battle with two birds on one side and a one-third bird on the other. Their claws are locked together, their shadows falling over the Protector's fallen comrade. The bald eagle's Brazilian counterpart ineffectually harasses the Antarctic chimera. What a move! The Antarctic Protector used the bird of prey as a shield against Mito's fire blast. Finally, they gutted the swine and dropped him in the dust. The destroyer cult are jeering ineffectually as our side celebrates. Leaving the North American predator in the dust, the Protector has joined their fallen friend Big Tanuki. They're using a eucalyptus blast to heal their comrade, and good news, dear listeners, it's working. Mito has attacked the Protector, but it's 2 against 1 in a brutal knockout battle. It's looking good. The Protector has knocked Mito flat, and he's holding her down as Tanuki ripped the Brazilian Macaw's head off. Brutal. A rapid victory for Team Protector. Yet there's a spanner in the works. The defeated Eagle's body is leaking radiation. Now, returning their attention to their first conquest, the Protectors are attempting to restore the damage. Tanuki is attempting to heal Bird of Prey's wounds to protect the surrounding land. But Bird of Prey has lashed out with his radiation blast, not letting the Protectors get near. Now Tanuki is attempting to clean up the radiation with his healing blast, but the radiation continues to spill at a greater rate than the land can be restored. The only beings the Bird of Prey will allow near him are his cultists, who are linking arms in a circle around him. It seems like the Bird of Prey is bigger on the inside, like a shit TARDIS, as if his body contains a whole universe of radiation. His carcass is eating into the desert, creating a kind of sinkhole. There's now nothing left of the Bird of Prey as we know it, just a growing hole pouring out radiation. His cultists remain in place around the sinkhole as they are irradiated. Tanuki is apparently attempting to sacrifice himself by launching at the sinkhole to cover it, but the Protector is holding him off. The assembled crowd are stunned silent.
You should get out now.
Well, I've got to protect the Protector. Keep this device going.
You need to protect yourself. The destroyers were defeated. The Protector will be fine. They can retreat to somewhere safe. Just go, honey.
Okay, I'm going. I'll watch the rest on TV. Well, just to conclude the Kaiju report based on news, the Protector pair tried for hours to restore the land, but the task was futile, and their efforts turned to mourning. Tanuki appeared particularly grief-stricken, having spent his first months on Earth cleaning up radiation. Now unable to stop the radiation his own actions have introduced to the world. At one point, the Japanese Protector simply laid on the ground in apparent despair, unwilling to move. His chimeric friend consoled him, nuzzling his belly and softly emitting eucalyptus breath, which slowly restored enough willpower in Tanuki to stand up. Finally, as day turned to night, the couple returned to the Pacific Ocean, their victory now Pyrrhic. It's also a Pyrrhic victory for the No Fate Project in helping the Protectors win. In the 8 hours since his death, Bird of Prey's radiation has continued to spread throughout California, turning people into feral ghouls. So, all up, worldwide, 6 kaiju became 4 today, and Cali is fucked. Fortunately, I have a decent stash of Rad-X from the No Fate Project, so at least I can hold off the rads.
Can you head back home to Florida?
The border is locked down with armed guards.
Fuck.
If it helps, nowhere is safe right now.
It doesn't.
Shush. That was a segue to global kaiju news. The aggregator, North Africa's giant dung beetle, is besieging northern Syria, as if they didn't have enough troubles. Since the kaiju is destroying rebel-held Idlib to aggregate his debris ball, the dictator Bashar al-Assad is leaving him be as the rebels do their best to take him down. Finally, British Squirrel, Scurry, Hazel, and the Nutcrackers have reached the Turkish border after a trail of cracked nuts throughout Eastern Europe.
Good times.
Any news from past Ani?
Yes. So, listeners may recall we contacted Past Ani, or Ani Z4, with orders to dedicate all resources to preventing the rise of kaiju by stopping the various ecological crises that awakened them. It's a long shot, but it just might work. So currently, or more accurately, 12 months ago, they're mostly engaged in lobbying and NGO work, writing letters to senators, donating to NGOs, signing petitions, that kind of thing. It's having zero effect, and they're in discussions about switching tactics. Past Derek and Ani are advocating direct action, but most project members lean liberal, so they're not having much headway.
What's happening on Dire Station in 2021?
Well, in my case, more nightmares. This morning I had sleep paralysis and saw a tall man in the corner, darker than the darkness around him, like a shadow in the form of a man. I was convinced he has something to do with the Pickman Foundation, but not sure why. Dreams are dreams, I guess.
That sounds scary. I hope you're okay.
I am now. Had a good chat to Karen, the admin. She said it's not just me. Everybody's dreams are being invaded by shadowy figures, digging away at their souls. It's nice to not be alone, at least. We should really have a therapist on station, or just pay Karen extra. We do have a GP, Dr. Patel, but he just prescribes meds, no talk therapy.
Y'all need Hypnosil.
I understood that reference.
Any other station news?
Yeah, Dr. Tate has the team working on a device to help Tanuki supercharge his endowments. Otherwise, nothing I can say publicly. Let's wrap up the episode for secrecy's sake.
Well, that's it from us, dear listeners. If you like what we do, please set up a monthly contribution to patreon.com/jetpack1917 so we don't have to do commercials, or give us a positive review on Apple Podcasts. Our well wishes go out to all on the side of justice, and our thanks go out to the protectors who finally defeated the great three-headed bald eagle. Good night, good luck, and remember, radio is the theater of the mind.
So what can you say non-publicly?
So, Dr. Tate wants me to steal William Dyer's journal from Morel.
The mysterious Mason Morel from Miskatonic. What's the big deal with that diary?
I guess we'll find out.
Well, stay safe, babe, and Morel could be dangerous.
Be safe too, honey. Good night.
Night.
You have seen this incident based on sworn testimony. Can you prove that it didn't happen? We once laughed at the horseless carriage, the airplane, the telephone, the electric light, vitamins, radio, and even television. And now some of us laugh at outer space. God help us in the future.